Hello, everyone. My name is Richmond. I hope everyone is having a blessed Sunday. I'm here talking to everyone because I wanted to be a testimony of how God was, was there for my family and especially for my baby boy. And I just want to give the praise and all the glory back to God. Recently, so last week, my boy was born August 3rd, and he was born with a condition, Pierre Robin sequence. I think that's what the doctor's calling it, and it meant that he had a short jaw, so he couldn't breathe because his tongue is blocking the airway, and my son had to be supported by a respirator. I just, you know, I was devastated because my wife and I were expecting that everything is going to go well, but we never saw this coming. And I remember the doctor was saying that we can't keep our son in a respirator because it's also going to start building infection. You're saying that he needs the respirator, but also it's going to kill him. Then we do a surgery and it's also going to kill him, or might kill him at a very high rate. So I was very disappointed because I felt like, the whole world was against me. It was painful to see my boy in pain, all those tubes. And Sunday morning, by a phone call from the doctor saying my son, for some reason, he managed to pull out the cords. But thank God he did, because there were already signs of infection building up. So they wouldn't be able to know unless the cord was pulled out. So it was actually a good thing. I don't know how he pulled out the cord, but he did. And they were manually pumping air so that he could breathe. And my wife and I were crying all the way, and the doctor was saying, you have to make the choice now. My brother was telling me the night before, why don't you just offer Darius, so Darius is the name of our baby boy, why don't you offer Darius to God, and he can do whatever he wants. And for those people that knew me, they would know that I actually don't like pastors and priests. I've got a lot of things to say, negative things to say about pastors and priests. So in my mind, no way. But then I had no choice. My son was in harm's way, so I have no choice. Telling the doctor, I was crying with my wife on our way out. We were like, okay, you know what, do the procedure. We were scared because it's like a 1% chance for him to survive. Everything's stacked up against us. My wife asked me to go to church, and I can't even remember the last time I went to church. But then I went to church with my wife, and what a very weird coincidence, because I remember the gospel reading during that day. It was about Abraham sacrificing his only son to God. And immediately I realized, okay, you know what, God, you win. And the funny thing is, all those times that I've spoken ill about pastors and priests, if I offer my son, he's going to be one. But the point was, I think this is a lesson for me and my wife. I've been so used to relying on what I know, but God was faithful to his word. If we trust him, if we believe in him, if we have faith, he would be there for us. And he was there for my son. So I hope that whoever's listening here, if you have any kind of trouble, if you're going through difficult times, believe in God. I used to think, God isn't paying attention to me, all those prayers He didn't answer. He knows better. He knows better. And this time, this very important prayer that I haven't, I asked Him, He answered. Miracles do happen. The moment we stepped out of the church, the head doctor was waiting for us, and she said, "Your son made it." We were in tears when we got the news. So I just want to say, for everyone who's got doubts, and for people who think that there's no God, you cannot tell me that all these things happen just by coincidence. So please, listen to your conscience, listen to the Holy Spirit. If it's talking to you, pay attention and pray. And God definitely has a plan for you. The good news now is our baby boy is no longer in harm's way. The battle is not yet done, but the good news is that he's safe and he's already recovering. I'd like to thank everyone who's prayed for our baby boy. There's going to be several other surgeries and therapies that needs to be done, but overall he's safe now. So I hope that for everyone that's watching here, please continue to pray for our baby boy, baby Darius, and be part of God's miracle. Thank you everyone, and have a blessed day.